Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome, and we are here with some more. Well, not some more. Well, if you remember, some more. Because we did do a members-only video of me taking a look at this game for my very kind of first look. It's not really. My first look at Wizardry was in middle school. But my first look at the remake in person, we did a quick little, an hour and a half of me putzing around trying to figure out the game before I came to you with our channel first look at the game. So this is the remake of Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. Now, I played Wizardry briefly in middle school. It was on the Apple IICs, I think, in the library. And I sat down and started it probably half a dozen times, but never really had the time to get into it, never really knew what I was doing. And it wasn't, for whatever reason, a game I ended up owning at home. Now, it was reminiscent of, let's say, a slightly modern game. My cat's going nuts down there. She has a lot of energy at the moment. I don't know if we can catch it. Hold on a second. Let me go. Hold on. Give me just a second. I'm working on it. I just got too many things I have to change to get to. We got to turn off the green screen. And then we got to go there. And then can we see her, or is she too far down? I think she's there. Yeah. She's hard to see, but she's back there in the corner on the edge of the blanket. Huh, Jade? Anyway, she has a lot of energy this evening, and she's been kind of all over the place. She's been sprinting back and forth in and out of the room recently. All right, so let's go ahead and put the green screen back on and close NVIDIA broadcast. Get back to my story. Among the games that I was playing were Wasteland and the Bard's Tale series, which are very similar, which are move one square at a time, in very much a 2D kind of, I guess it's technically a 3D map, but you stand in a square. If there's a combat or a fight, then it takes you to a different screen and you have your fight. Essentially, Wizardry was a little bit more basic, I would think, than Bard's Tale, but it was definitely a step up from Amon, which I did play quite a lot, which was a text-only kind of role-playing game, which worked very similarly, where you moved one square at a time, you move forward, left, right, whatever, and you mapped your stuff out, and you figured it out that way. So it was very much within the realm of the games I was playing. This is one that I just never had the time to really dive into, and like I said, for whatever reason, I didn't own it. So we're going to jump into it here. I've been playing a little bit. You can see, played last night. We're going to go ahead and load the game. I've got a group of characters made. These are default characters that are already in the tavern. Now, I made my own party, and I'm going to show you how to make a character in a second. But I managed to get them killed. And so I came back to the tavern, and I just recruited the party members that were there that were level 1, and we played them up to level 2. So they're all level 2. I've got a fighter, a priest, a fighter, a bishop, a mage, and a rogue. I don't know that this is the ideal one. Everything I read online said I'm supposed to be running 2 healers, 2 mages, or a mage and 3 fighters. So all fighters across, and then something like healer, mage, or something along those lines, or healer, mage. Yeah, healer, mage, healer. I'm not going that route. I like to have the rogue to open chests. Chests is how I died the first time. There was a trap, and our rogue was paralyzed, and so he could not do the search for traps and stuff, and it exploded and killed us all. So I think having a thief there is a good thing. We're going to jump in first here. We're going to visit the training grounds. You see we can inspect a roster, delete characters, edit characters, and all that sort of stuff. So this is the roster right now. As it stands of characters that are in party, you can see these are ones that are dead. In Maze and dead. So we got a mix of those. And then the ones that are in my party, we've got a couple that could be recruited. So let's go ahead. We're going to make a character. I'll show you kind of the very basics. We've got a handful of lineages or races here. We've got human, elf, dwarf, gnome, and halfling. You pick the one you want. They have a base set of stats. such as they are. And you can see here are available classes and the points that we would need to put into them. This is not saying I need a strength of 1. This says if I want to be a fighter, I need to put 1 more point into my strength. And you can see now we've met our minimums. So as you can see, most of these are doable. Samurai, however, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we need 4 into intellect and 1 into vitality, and we're out. So there's no way for us to make a samurai here at the beginning. Now, I'm not quite sure how we get to that. I suspect that what we have to do is raise these stats ourselves and multi-class into them, because we can multi-class. So we need to kind of sit down and go, okay, well, I need a 15, I need an 11, I need a 14, and I need a 10, right? And you'd have to work towards that and get to it later. That's my guess. I'm going to go back. Can I see? There we go. We'll pick our dwarf again. So let's say we wanted to make a dwarven fighter. So we would add 1 to our strength. That's what we would need. And then we could add whatever we wanted to our vitality. Now our vitality is going to be our hit points. So let's go like 16 and I don't know, 14. And then we would be able to continue on. We hit enter. Now we can take a class. In this case, the only thing we qualify for is fighter. We could pick good, neutral, or evil. You cannot have good and evil characters in the party at the same time. They have to be all good and neutral or all neutral and evil. So no opposing classes within the same party. I've got a party with some evil people in here, so I'm just going to make this one neutral. And then you've got your series of portraits here. So let's go ahead and find a dwarf, and we do have bearded women in this one. So they are appropriately done, and we'll go ahead and go with this one. And we'll call him Romish. He's not really the first one because we killed all those, although they were just called Fighter 1, Fighter 2, and so on and so forth. So now we could go grab Romish and we could throw him in the party if we wanted to. Return to Courtyard. So that's how you make a character. Then you would go to the Tavern, and then you could add a character to your party from here, right? Or we could subtract. We could also recruit characters. Level 1 characters are free. Level 2 characters are 200. I'm assuming level 3 are 300 and so forth. I don't know. I'm not that far. Next thing we need to look at, maybe some casting. So we've got a, we've got a Bodil, a good halfling priest here. You can see he has 15, or he has a 15 in piety, and he's got 5 healing spells. I think above 10 is what determines how many spells you have. Let's go ahead and take a look at this neutral mage. Now this would be intellect. She's only got 2, so I'm not quite sure how these work. Let's go for another good elf priest. Piety of 16. She's got 3. So I don't really know how it determines how many spell points they get. I don't know. It's in there somewhere. I haven't figured it out yet. And I haven't gone to read. Something in here determines those. But I don't know how it happens yet. So there's still some mysteries for you to figure out beyond what I've done. But regardless, this is the Tavern. We can do that. There is an inn. We can come here. We can rest. You can either rest individual characters, or I'm going to rest the entire party. We could also go into our inventory, and you can see we could take a look. This happens to be Cecil, our evil dwarf fighter. 16 strength, 16 vitality. We have our 16 hit points there. Evil alignment, dwarf fighter. You can see that. I'm not sure what the 90% VIM stands for. 12 kills, though. No deaths yet. You can resurrect people if they die. It doesn't cost anything for level 1s. I'm assuming it's similar to the recruitment cost where it's 200, 300, 400, but I don't know again for sure. I had 2 characters die my first run into the dungeon. I resurrected them, and then the next time I went in, we party wiped due to the chest. Well, maybe the third run in, party wiped due to the exploding chest. So you do have your gear here. We've upgraded a little bit. We've got breastplates and helm, whereas I think we started with chainmail initially. So we do have a slightly better AC. I think our ACs were 4s and maybe 3s and 4 or 4s and 5s. I don't remember. I think we got a bonus there and we got a bonus there. So I think we're 2 better than we were. So yeah, so we must have been 4s and 5. And that was probably also a 5. And then 9 and 6, which have not changed. And they have their long swords, which are what they have. Let me go through here real quick. This is our halfling. And again, she's mostly there just to go ahead and pick traps and that sort of like. This is our wizard, and you can see we have our we have two types of spells here. This is our wizardry spells, so to speak, and this is our religious spells. So we've got little fire. This is a fireball. We've got body iron, so it's -2 AC for the caster. Bad air, which puts groups to sleep. Humans and humanoids. This is by far the most useful spell of the group, as far as I can tell. And Dumapic? Dumapic? I think it's Dumap-ic is what it is, because this is your mapping. And this is very important, because this is a game in which you do not keep your maps, and the map is drawn, is not drawn accurately. If you move forward, it moves forward. If, however, you move forward and that puts you in a teleporter, which puts you somewhere else, it does not do that on the map. You've moved forward 1 square, and the map continues on 1 square. If you want to continue on with your maps, you need to bust out your pencil and paper, your rulers, right? The green screen is having fun with this, right? And draw your own map. Now, the nice thing about this is this spell here gives you the actual grid coordinate map. So as you play through, you can cast this spell and it will give you a top-down version of the map. Now, I'm got a couple maps here. Now, I did my own mapping after figuring this out, but then I found some much nicer drawn ones on the community page of Steam. So I would like to, if I can really quickly, give a shout out. Here's one of those beautiful maps, and I have mine printed out right here for us today. Let's see if I can find him here. Community Hub. I had it, and then I had to launch the game, and that lost it for me. This gentleman right here, Old Game Hermit. Nashville, Tennessee. He likes werewolf movies. I'm assuming it's a he, but I don't know for sure. Got a system there. And he happens to have, again, I'm sticking with he here on this one until I'm told otherwise, this great series of maps that he's done for the game. So if you're looking for the maps yourself, these are here. However, in the olden days, and as I started to, as I figured it out, just a piece of graph paper and a pencil, and start doing your own. His just happened to be nicer looking than mine, and because mine are pencil on the green paper, and with the camera light, I got a lot of glare, and I couldn't actually see my own map. So we've gone with a nice printout of his right there. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the game again, and then hopefully get back in the game. So we'll show you this when we get into the game. I have found this key, this bronze key. I don't know what it goes for yet. So we also have a temple. This is where we would go to res or heal people. We have a store where we can go to buy and sell and identify things. And you can see we have a little bit there. We got 795 gold. We've got some various items. This is stuff that shows up for each individual character. So as we kind of work our way through here, you can see each one may have slightly different stuff, or maybe not different stuff, but it's going to go to their inventory, right? So they could buy whatever. So if we wanted to say, what do we got? 795. Ooh, that's some expensive stuff. I thought I saw. Oh, see, she can't wear plate, so the plate armor doesn't show up. But if we go here, because Cecil can wear plate, in theory, I thought I saw it here, we do have just base plate mail here. So we could get Cecil plate mail. We got 750 gold, but let's go ahead and hang on to it for, well, you know what? Sure, why not? Yep. And then if we back out here, we can then go to sell, and we can sell this breastplate right there. Get a little bit of that money back. So Cecil now has an armor class of 1. And we can identify items there, we can remove curse items, and so on and so forth. Then we've got the dungeon right here. This is the maze. Let's get into kind of the meat and potatoes of this game. It only took 15 minutes to jump in, but I think it's important stuff. So this is what the game's going to look like. We are going to walk around, and I'm going to pull my map out here so I know exactly where I want to go, because I do want to show you some stuff. if I can. Trying to figure out what the easiest way to do this is. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to start. We've got our map right here. Last do map cast. That must have been what I cast last time. We're going to cast it, but not quite yet. So now as we go forward, you can see it builds this map, but it just builds it. If I move forward 1, it's going to just add 1, right? So we're going to come up here. We are going to walk around here, and we're actually going to go do a fight here real quick, or maybe even 2. There's the door. Get an encounter here. We're going to fill out our map a little bit. Kobolds are badasses in this game. Much tougher than orcs, weirdly enough. I love it, though. All right, so we've got a couple options. We can fight, we can parry, we can inspect the enemy. Let me pull up my... each one has a card, and this starts out blank. They start out grayed out until you identify who they are, and that usually happens with the initial dice roll for the combat. We'll say, hey, such and such has decided that those are kobolds, and then it gives them all the color, right? It'll just say kobold. And then as you do your inspections, you'll fill in this, then you'll fill in this, and then maybe you'll fill in this. There's a few different ways to do this. If we go here, you can see old school options. I think it's under here, maze options, the Doomatic map, ambient map. We can change this here. So with inspect enemy, identification is retained and characters attempt to learn more. When roll per combat, we attempt to identify the combat creature each time it's faced, and more cannot be learned other than there. So we're gonna leave it in inspect enemy. So there's a lot of options here. We're just gonna discard it, and we're gonna resume. So we're gonna fight. She's got a pretty badass spell here. I think blessings. This is just gonna give some -1 AC for everybody. So I'm going to do that. And that, for whatever reason, always happens right away. Everything else is going to happen based on some sort of initiative roll. I don't know if it is based on our agility. I would guess it is, but I don't know that for sure. All right. And then you have some spells, too. You could cast... let's go ahead and cast a harm spell. And then I'm just going to have you do a quick identification. We want to save our spells for the map spell, because I want to show you that. And then you're just going to identify as well. We still don't know if they have any resistances or anything like that. So we're going to hit go. And so you can see we're going to roll through here. We got one fled. Now, earlier when we were level 1, they didn't flee the kobolds didn't flee at all. Orcs would flee, but kobolds wouldn't. Now level 2, we've got to a point where some of them run. Well, we only got a little bit of XP, but now we can go ahead and we're going to inspect our chest. We can see we got a 95% here. She thinks it's trapless, so we're going to open it. And we got 30 gold. So, not too bad. Now we're going to walk around here. We're going to fill in the map. There's nothing else in this room, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Now, you can get some interesting... You can get additional encounters that just randomly pop up. There are some that seem to be there every time, and then there's some that appear to be random. You can see we've got some stuff here. This is kind of our mapping stuff. These commands don't actually work right here. Like, I doesn't inspect right now. And I don't know how to get those to work or not get those to work yet. I'm sure there's a way. And while forward and right work, left does not. WASD works, and Q and R actually, maybe it's forward and left. They strafe left and right, right? Camp does take us to here where we could do some stuff if we want, so that C does take us to there. Q again strafes left. Time. I assume time was supposed to just wait. Status again, we've got WASD going on. So I'm not really sure what's going on with these, but it is what it is. We've got this. Now we can... Sometimes it'll ask if we want to inspect something, and there'll just be a little space bar there. Okay, so that's that. All right, I'm going to go ahead, and we're going to walk all the way down here. Open this door. Now, our goal is to find the stairs down. Now, there's also some level bosses. I don't 100% understand. I haven't fought one of those yet. But we're going to come down here, and I'll show you the next stairs up. So here's our stairs down. So this would be our stairs down. So if we take a look at our... We've got options here for our map, right? I like it down there. here's our little deal. We found it. So I'm going to go ahead and walk us back now. We're going to get a little bit more figured out here. And I'm going to walk us through some more interesting stuff to show off the map. So now I'm going to go... You can see there's a sign here. We can read that. It asks for space. Quarter out of limits, turn back. Of course not. Now, when we go into here, we're going to the dark. We got to fight first. Let's see if we can live. We got kobolds. We're going to fight. I'm going to cast blessings again. Probably should save those for healing, but it is what it is. I'll go ahead and cast... Actually, hold on. Let's go back. You're going to fight. You're going to fight. You're going to cast blessings. You're going to inspect. I'll pull up our card here. You're going to inspect and we'll fight. I don't know if we can get ranged weapons if we can fight from the back. When the enemy has 2 ranks, they all get a fight. And you choose which rank you want to fight in. But we got one of them. One took a hit. And then I'm just going to inspect. They don't appear to be able to hit our back line. However, if somebody were to get knocked unconscious or paralyzed, it automatically rotates them to the back line and these people slide forward. So we got a couple of them there. We'll get a little bit more XP. All right, we killed 3 of them. Not too bad. It splits all the XP amongst your party members. So if you want to come in here with 4 people, your 4 people get more XP. Right? So now we're into the dark. So 2, 3, move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, I did this wrong. That's okay. I'm going to turn it around. 1, 2. We're going to go all the way till we run into a wall. That'll be a bonk. That bonk. There. Then we're going to go here. And then I think this is where we want to go. Yes. Now, this looks like a dead end. But if we go C, and then we go to our mage, and we go here, we can cast... Now, who has it? Is it you? Light. So this is going to reveal secret doors. And there we go. So now we... Yeah. So now we see our secret door. We can click it. We can open it. All right. And then this is going to take us down. And we're going to hit a teleporter right about here. Now, it looks like we've hit a wall, but if we turn around, we're here. Now, notice the map here has just added all of that stuff right to where we were. It hasn't moved us and put us somewhere else. It's just going to keep overwriting this. More interestingly, we come through here, there's another teleporter there, and it keeps looping us back to that same spot. So you kind of want to know what you're doing. Now, I'm going to go to here, and we're going to take a fight here. Oh, or maybe not. I thought there was a fight in here. See a large statue of a hooded humanoid. There's a golden light coming from a hole in the hood. The statue is bejeweled with precious and semi-precious stones. In front of the statue is an altar with incense is burning. Interesting. Search room. There's our encounter. There's a fight in there. What do we got? I don't know. Murphy's Ghost. When you surprise the monster, you get a free attack. So I'm going to attack. We got Murphy's Ghost in 1 and 2. I'm going to go there. I am actually going to try to dispel undead. We'll try to do row 2. We're going to fight row 1. I'm going to try to dispel undead again. I guess we'll do 1 just in case it's still alive. I will do an inspect, and it doesn't matter which one. We'll do that. I'm going to pull up that here in a second. So it's supposed to be... So we don't know anything about it. We made our attempts. We were unable to dispel it. And did it attack us? No. Oh, we surprised it. That's right. 1. Dispel. 1. I don't know how many of these dispels we get, but we're gonna attempt to either learn something or hurt it. Oh, that's scary. Hopefully we don't die here, because I would really like to show us some more stuff. It'll take me a little while to get back here. Interesting. And then it recovered hit points. Oh, okay. Fight 1, fight 1, fight 1. Cast Arm on 1. I didn't want to cast a lot of these spells, but we're going to go for Little Fire. I'm going to do that. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm hoping we kill the first one. But it looks like we need to dump everything onto 1 because they're going to heal each turn. We're missing. We're missing. We did 2 damage. Ineffective. Interesting. We're not doing anything, guys. I really don't want to... Okay, so that's not going to help us. So I'm going to do Blessings. No. Whoops. No. I'm going to attempt to Dispel. Again. And I don't want to... I don't want to waste Waddle's spell. So I'm hoping we can just get some hits in here. We might have to just run away. It's entirely possible. All right, we're gonna run. We're gonna run. We're gonna run. We're gonna. I've never run before, so I don't know how this works. No way through. Okay. Well, oh, party escapes. There we go. There we go. That got us out of that. Okay. All right. So we're here in our deal again, right? So I'm going to attempt... No, I think this is a good time to do it. Let's go ahead, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go to C, we're going to go to Waddell, we're going to cast a spell, and now we're going to cast Do Map Pick. And here we go. This is our dungeon so far, that we've explored so far, that I've explored so far. So even places that we didn't go this time, but places I have been, even though when we walked in the map was blank. These are all the places that I've been, at least with this party. I think I've been through all of this up here with the previous party, but they died. So this is stuff that this party has been through. So what I think I want to do is we want to go here. There's supposed to be an elevator there, and I don't know anything about it, but I think I want to try it. Now, what we can do is we can come back through here. In theory, we can walk through all this. This is all in shade through here. It's all dark according to my map that I have here, and I do recall a lot of darkness. So we could come down back through this way and come back out. That area that we were just in that I thought we were supposed to go in earlier, the problem is that this is a one-way door. So we can only go this way through it. So I'm going to get out of this. We're going to come over here. We're going to open the door. We're going to open that door. And now we should come down here and then go into darkness. Yep. That we did. So now I'm going to go here till we run into a door. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a door, I think. And then we should be able to go north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a bunch. And this is the elevator. I don't know how the elevator works, but it looks like we can go to any floor we would like to with the elevator. I'm not going to yet. Whoops. Let's go ahead and go back down the normal everyday stairs. So we're going to go all the way back till we run into a wall, essentially. There we go. There's our wall. And now we're back into the daylight. And again, that map lets us see everything that we can see, right? So I'm going to go down here, and then I believe our stairs are down here. Oh, random encounter. What do we got this time? All right, so now we've got, oh, people. Okay, well, I haven't seen the people before. Bushwhacker and zombies. Okay, so I'm going to attack. I guess we'll just start here in the front. I am going to cast Blessings on us here. Then we'll attack again on the front. I'm going to attempt to dispel Road 1. I'm going to cast Bad Air on Group 2, because that hopefully will put them asleep. And then I'm going to attempt to learn something about Group 2, and we'll bring up our deal here. Now know Group and XP. We might die in this fight, I'm just saying. We got a zombie. All right. Okay. We dispelled 2 zombies. We're doing pretty good, actually. All right, now these guys have come forward, so we must not have got our spell. Yeah, Katina was... Oh, we did. We put a couple of them asleep. Huh. Okay, well, they don't look asleep there. But we're just going to attack Group 1 here. I'm going to attempt to dispel Group 2. And then I'm going to cast, how about a fire spell on Group 1. And then we'll identify, and we'll try to learn some more about Group 1. Because we don't know crap about them. We at least have the basic class AC stuff of the first one. Oh, we dispelled the last of the zombies. Okay. Okay. Oh, and he was asleep. So if we hit somebody who's asleep, we do double damage, and I think we're supposed to crit right away, I think is what it says. So we got an extra 190 XP. We've got a chest. We're going to inspect it. She thinks it's trapless. Hey, we got some levels on 3 people, by the way. So we're probably going to go back here, but here's our stairs. Do we want to go back and level up first? How close is Hiltrude? We need an extra... Not very much. Same for here. A little bit more. 1810, 1810, 1896. So 163-ish will get us there. Let's see if we can find another fight here. Apparently I haven't been through this door. Alright, 3 kobolds. Undead kobolds, even better. Alright. Alright, well there's our undead. We know a little bit about them. They've got a base AC of 10. And they've got somewhere, you know, they've got up to about 8 hit points. So we're going to go attack. We're going to go dispel. We're going to go to attack. We're going to go dispel. We may as well... We don't know if they have any resistances. The only thing I found are regular zombies were... You're unable to sleep them, which makes sense, and they paralyze you. So I found a resistance and a special trait for them. Nothing else have I found one. Now, I don't know if that means they don't have any. It doesn't say that. It just says you haven't found them. Oh, we got 2 of them there at least. Okay. Fight, fight, fight. Fight. I don't know how many... dispel undead we get, or turn undead we get, but there we go, all 3 of them. Was that enough to get everybody a level? That'd be good if we can walk through that. No, we got 38 XP. Not quite enough. All right, she thinks it has blades. She got a 73% chance. Blades. Hey, we got it. We got a potion. And we got something good. That means we can get something identified. I'm just looking for another fight here is all I'm looking for. Let me see where the heck I am here. Oh, I think I see. Okay. There's a secret door there, I believe. No fight? Come on. Do you have any spells left? No. Alt. Cast. Light. Yep, there we go. Okay, well, there was nothing there. No fights in here. I just want to fight. Just one fight. That's all I want. I keep running into doors because they always look like they're one farther away than they should be. As far as okay, 5 orcs and 5 kobolds. A lot of these guys are probably going to run away, if I'm honest. But we're going to give it a go. We're going to attack 1. We're going to attack 1. We're going to attack 1. We're out of spells. So we're going to inspect, I don't know, orcs. We're going to inspect orcs. I could use an item. We have a potion. Nope. Oops, that's not what I want. And I guess we're going to inspect orcs. Because I think orcs I know less about. Well, I don't know about. I think we're about the same on all of them. So 1 orc fled. There's an orc down. Another orc fled. We took 2 damage. Okay. 2 orcs killed. Kobold fled. Okay, well, we're just gonna... see if we can get a couple more here. Fled. Come on, one more hit, one more hit. There we go. Was that enough? I'm just trying to get everybody a level here just for the video. 216, that should be enough. Okay, there we go. Now I just have to remember the way back. We could cast our spell, except I think I'm out of those. Oh, that's the stairs down. We want to go this way. Hey, there's our elevator there, right there, shown on the map. Nice. So we made another trip through the dungeon. Not too bad. We survived. We showed off some mapping. We killed a few things. Let us go to, I think it's to the inn. I'm going to go party rest. There we go. And then I'm going to go, we're going to select our character and we're going to level up. So now we get two points. So we knew if we wanted to be a samurai, right? We needed strength. We needed vitality. We needed, agility had to be 10. And I don't know what agility does per se, but what the heck. We'll put it on there. I happen to like samurai, so, you know, we'll work our way towards that. All right, we got you know what? I'm going to go... She got 3. I'm going to put 2 to vitality and 1 towards piety. Phaedra, what did you get? You also got 3. We'll knock your intellect up to 2, and we'll knock your vitality up to 15, because I think we needed intellect to be a samurai too. So we're getting close. We'll find out. 3 hit points, 3 attribute points, 8 hit points. Nice. Here we go. 1 new, just 1. And I don't know if this is random, or if this happens to be based on... It's probably race, if I had to make a guess, right? So, dwarf got 2, halfling got 3, human got 3, elf got 1. What are we? We might be a gnome. I don't know, maybe we're halfling too. We got 1 hit point in 1 of this, but we did get 3 new divine spell points, 3 tier 2 spell slots, and 3 new spells. We can't put any more into piety. I don't know if 18 is the max or we just can't put any more in. Who knows? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put it into intellect. And we'll go to Waddell and we'll level up. There's a lot more I don't know about this game yet, if it's not clear yet. Intellect is also at 18, so again, I'm assuming that's the end of that. We could do some more vitality. Hit points would never, it's not a bad thing. Sure. We click here. We got a hit point. We got one new arcane spell slot, a tier 2 with another spell. And we've got our rogue here, and she gets 2 points. Agility's maxed out at 18. So I'm going to go, I don't know. Let's go intellect. I don't know if that matters for the inspecting of the traps or disarm or anything like that. I'm just going with it. So let's go ahead before we leave and let's drop down one level and find one fight and see how bad the level is. I guess there's a level 1 boss mob. I'm not really sure how that is or who that is or where that is. I just saw somebody complaining about having trouble with, maybe he did beat it or he's having trouble beating it. I don't remember which it was. Either way, I did see a mention of it. But I don't see anything on the maps. I haven't run into anything on my maps. And at this point, I've kind of seen most. Oh, by the way, let's take a look, see what our new spells are. What do you have? So now you've got Blessing and Zeal. So it fills them with Divine Zeal, improving their armor class and make them. Okay, so this is -2 bonus instead of -1. Nice. 95% chance to identify trap on a chest. So we wouldn't need the rogue to identify, but we still need to be able to disarm it, right? And now you can also get Still Air. So now we're getting it as a holy spell, right? Stops the air around the group of monsters from transmitting sound. So maybe they can't cast. Yeah, block spell casting. All right, so this one stops them from spell casting. Nice, okay. Now, whoops. And so you got Blessings and Zeal, True Sight, Still Air. You're a priest. I think these are both priests. You can also get a bishop, which is more fighty. I'm not really sure what the difference is past that. And then you don't have any of those, but you do have these. So now you get Dilto, Darkness. So +2 AC penalty to monster groups. So we can raise our AC by 2, and then we can debuff their AC by 2, and also debuff their casting. Okay, cool. We forgot to get the potion identified. Oh well. Oh, random. Orcs and bubbly slimes. Okay, this should be reasonably easy. Bubbly slimes were the first fight I saw. Getting into this, I'm going to pull that up, and you can see they're only worth 55 XP. They've got maybe 4 hit points at max. So we're going to hit one. We're just going to hit our way across. I guess we'll go ahead and do a little bit of inspection, just on the off chance we learn something else about them. But I'm hoping we kill 3 bubbly slimes and maybe an orc or 2 run away from us this turn. All right, that orc hung around. So did that one. Okay, we did fine. All right, and we're just gonna fight across the front here. And we'll take the fight. New insights. Look, they're resistant. They've got resistances to fire, and they get their extra action to run, I guess? Interesting. Okay, well, we got some XP, we got some gold. Now, there is a Bestiary, and you can come here. So, let's go ahead and click on Orc. So now we see we have this fire resistance, and I guess an extra action of run away? I would assume kobolds also has that. We've seen kobolds run away. So now we know everything there is to know about orcs. We don't know everything there is to know about slimes yet, bubbly slimes yet. Kobolds, we've got some new information since last time I looked. Undead kobolds. Here's our bushwhacker, our zombies, and again, they're resistant to sleep, but they paralyze us. And we can also see what treasure roll they get, right? So treasure type A from a random and a fixed is treasure type K. So just like D&D, there are actual accompanied by creeping cruds 20% of the time. So we must, okay, so that must be the last thing to learn. Okay, and then here, same thing. We've got everything. Accompanied by kobolds 20% of the time, treasure A, treasure K. So just like Dungeons & Dragons, where you have actual loot charts, right? And you know which type of loot table goes with which character, and you start to kind of figure out what they have. This is gonna be the same way. So you're gonna be able to, at some point, be able to start farming specific equipment because you know it comes from a certain loot table, right? Anyway, interesting. So very much like early, well, like Dungeons and Dragons period, but especially like early Dungeons and Dragons. Let's descend the stairs. How long have we been going? All right, we're still going to be under an hour here, it looks like. We'll spin around. I do have a map for this one too. Other than sticking my head down here, I haven't really done much. I did grab a map for it. So I do know, for instance, that there is a one-way door over here somewhere. Right there, I believe. Which doesn't help us right now, obviously. But it gives us a way back. And the stairs down, if we... Well, I don't really want to go down. I just want to fight. But let's pretend like we're going down to the next level. Right, so we're going to go here. This level seems to have fewer teleporters. It does still have an elevator, right? We remember that from earlier. Okay. I think there'll be a door here. Here, let's see if there's a... That's what I was looking for, was an encounter. All right, what did we... Oh. One person, a wizard, a mage of some sort? A level 1 mage. All right, we're going to get a first shot at him here. So I'm just going to... Everybody gets an attack. He doesn't get to do anything to us. I'm going to attempt to inspect him with everybody else. All right, we know how much experience he is. We got a hit on him. I think we can just attack. Do we cast a spell? Oh, maybe we should cast Still Air on him, right? And then everybody else just continues to inspect him. Never mind, we got him. Good, good. All right. Hopefully we don't cast our spell. We didn't learn anything much about him, but we did get our first fight there. And we got some XP, and... Oh, now we can cast that to inspect it, essentially, if we wanted to. I like the fact that it automatically puts it there. All right, we think there's splinters there. We're going to attempt to disarm it. We're going to attempt to disarm the splinters. This is the spell, the trap that killed my party earlier. We got 18 gold. Okay. Now, one thing I forgot to do, which was to identify that potion. Let's go back to town. We'll identify the potion, and then we'll call it a day. I think it's just straight down. There it is. Guess I could have cast the spell again. Up the stairs. And then we'll, having trouble finding enemies or good loot, yada yada. Okay. And now look, it's all gone, right? We lose it. That's why you have to write your own down. Luckily, at least this first bit, I think I've got. We'll find out if I get lost here. Nope, made it. Oh, that's kind of creepy looking. I don't like that at all. All right, let's go to the store. Let's go ahead and identify an item. And I believe you have it, so we're going to identify this potion. Oh, there it is. It's an antidote. Okay. Now each level you go, you get more stuff to buy, it appeared. So we do have this book. I don't know if we can learn from it. It looks like it's just, we can cast it, and you can cast it and cast it and cast it, and every time you got a 1 in 4 chance it just disappears, it's done. Whereas something like a potion is consumed on use. Yeah, we've got some leather armor +1. Staff +2. I'm not seeing anything particularly new yet. Well, maybe the +2. But I think I saw the +2 last time. Don't have enough for a new plate mail yet. There's going to be a lot of grinding in this game because this game is very, very unforgiving. Nowadays, you would call it a roguelike because of that. But back then, we just called it a game. because games were unforgiving back then. But this does have some very roguelike things in that I can, at any time, I can hop back over here to the tavern, right? And we could recruit, and look, now they're 400, right? We could just get another character. If we want, we could go back to get some level 1 characters. We could go back and create our own characters at level 1 for completely free. And so, in a sense, it is a roguelike, where we do have a certain level of continuity between party after party, right? But we also... we expect characters to die. We expect it to be pretty brutal. And at the end of the day, though, we can continue to throw new people at it, and we can continue to start at the beginning. So, is this the first roguelike? Are they not roguelikes? Are they Wizardry-likes? I kind of like that. I think I might go with that. But at the time, it was just a game, because back then, games were hard. We've lost a little bit of that, I think, unfortunately. But... it is what it is. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Thumbs up and thumbs down. You liked it, you hated it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. You can click that members button down below. There's a link in the chat, but I think there's also a button right below the video. Again, we did do an initial video of this as I was trying to figure out the game. We streamed it on Discord. Link for Discord down below as well if you'd like to join the Discord. And then what we've done is we are going to make that video a members-only video on YouTube. What I'm going to do for most of, well, not for most, for those that I think of it, I'll stream them on Discord, I'll edit them, I'll render them, I'll upload them, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them unlisted. But there'll be a link on the Discord under our YouTube channel that you can click and watch that unlisted video. So even though it's a members-only video, it's going to be available for a day or two after I've recorded it, just for those people in Discord to see. They had a chance to watch it while we streamed it, and then they have a chance to watch it for the next 24 to 48 hours. And after that point, we'll lock it down under members only, and it's only available for members to see past that point. So just to give you a little bit more... assuming you're still here, which you're probably not, but just to give you a little bit of incentive to join the Discord and or become a channel member. Channel member has some additional Discord benefits as well. So anyway, it is there. Once again, thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Cheers.